Today's top stories across the United States bring major developments in foreign policy, immigration, national security, media, and financial regulation, painting a fast-changing picture of America's political and global landscape. The most significant headline comes from the waters near Venezuela, where the United States has seized a sanctioned oil tanker accused of violating federal restrictions, a move that immediately escalates tensions between Washington and Caracas. According to official statements, the decision was made to enforce long-standing U.S. sanctions while protecting regional stability, and analysts believe this could ripple through global oil markets and U.S. foreign relations in the coming days. At the same time, the Department of Homeland Security reported a record number of undocumented immigrants leaving the country under the new Trump-era enforcement approach, marking one of the most dramatic shifts in U.S. immigration patterns in recent years. Officials say millions have either exited voluntarily or after increased enforcement pressure, signaling that the administration's hardline strategy is reshaping the entire immigration system. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury has proposed a sweeping new regulatory power that would allow the department to overrule traditional banking regulators. When it comes to anti-money laundering penalties, a historic shift that experts warn could redefine how financial oversight and enforcement operate across the country. In another controversial move, the Trump administration has introduced a proposal that would require visitors from 42 countries to submit up to 5 years of their social media history before obtaining U.S. travel approval. A change aimed at tightening national security screening, but one that critics argue invades personal privacy and could hurt international tourism. Travelers from Australia have already expressed widespread frustration, with many calling the new policy intrusive, overreach. In the media world, one of America's biggest news outlets, USA Today, has been shaken by the sudden resignation of its editor-in-chief, Karen Bohan, who stepped down after only 1 year in the role. Insiders believe the departure may be tied to internal restructuring and newsroom shifts that reflect broader industry challenges. Returning to Venezuela, reports from Reuters and The Guardian emphasize that the tanker seizure could increase diplomatic friction and reinforce the Trump administration's aggressive stance toward the country's oil network, raising concerns about potential military posturing and long-term regional instability. National security officials are also making moves on U.S. soil, with a new, first-of-its-kind transnational organized crime task force launching in New York. Federal agencies say the unit will focus on cyber-enabled criminal networks, international drug organizations, and emerging foreign threats, marking a major expansion of America's domestic security infrastructure. Meanwhile, the proposed U.S. visa changes have sparked a global uproar, especially among Australian travelers who say the new social media disclosure rule feels like a violation of personal freedom, pushing many to reconsider or even cancel travel plans to the United States, a trend that tourism analysts warn could lead to significant economic losses. When you put all these developments together, it becomes clear that the United States is entering a period of rapid policy acceleration. From foreign affairs to immigration, from financial oversight to personal data requirements, the U.S. government is signaling a stronger, more forceful approach to enforcement and national security. These decisions will likely have a major impact on everyday life, from travel and banking to international diplomacy and economic stability, while also shaping America's global position in the months to come. As reactions continue pouring in from world leaders, financial institutions, immigrants, travelers, and civil rights advocates, the nation is watching closely to see how these policy shifts evolve and what new announcements could follow next, making this one of the most eventful news cycles of the year, and a moment that could define the direction of the United States moving forward.